Straight from the mouth of Kramer's lawyer on Seinfeld, the great Jackie Childs, this power bill is outrageous, egregious, preposterous, and you need to see it. Seriously, hands up, who can relate to this? Our power bill back in the month of September 2022, which was only 3 years ago, was $173. Now, a miserly 3 years later, without adding anything extra to our home, that price per month has escalated to $341. Now that's a hike of $168 per month or $2,016 per year. Now, I don't know about you, but that's a good holiday overseas. Seriously, it's an absolute rort and it's only going to get more expensive year after year. Now, I've been sitting on the fence for a long time regarding installing solar, ever since we did a full rebuild on our house way back in 2015. When we renovated, we had the option to go solar, but honestly, we just couldn't justify the cost back then, especially when our budget was getting as tight as a camel's butt in a sandstorm. Even though things were fairly tight back in 2015, the project turned out pretty awesome, albeit without a solar system. Until today, where out of nowhere, this happened. Resinc, a leading solar company here in Australia, who I'll link to down below if you're interested in checking those guys out, reached out to me with an incredible offer. Now, full disclosure, they offered to install a complete solar and battery system at our place, and in return I get to show you guys how they're helping families like ours and yours finally take control and say goodbye to those pesky power bills forever. Now get this, Resinc is well known for giving back to the community as part of their business model. So they also offered, how's this, free of charge to install a solar system with battery for a charity of my choice. Unbelievable, and I'm still pinching myself that all this is actually happening. So stay tuned folks, and we'll get to my chosen charity with their amazing story after we get my place sorted. But first up, we need to get some preliminary works done before the crew turn up. Hey, since we're talking about electricity, how's this? Last weekend, true story, I went out and bought myself a brand new jumper, which I was really excited about. Anyway, long story short, I take it home only to find that it is full of static electricity and I can't really wear it. So I take it back to the shop with my complaint, and the great news is that they gave me a brand new one, totally free of charge. Free of charge. Classic. I'm here all week, folks. Try the veal. Now, I've just been told by the boys that I need a lot of space for these bad boy batteries. Now, this here is the only room that's viable in the garage. It's small and full of junk, which all has to go and be stored somewhere. Now, these cupboards here, chock-a-block full of paint and tools. Then we have whippersnippers, ladders, scrap wood, mowers, scooters, and even a pool table hanging off the wall. Seriously, this is going to be a mission. Now, with both those cupboards cleaned out they go to the nature strip to be rehomed and reloved in someone else's garage. Then it's back to stripping the wall so that I can resheet it in a non-combustible material. Now, if you have ready-made slaves, i.e. your kids, now is a good time to get them off the PlayStation and utilise them, as Villa board is really heavy and a bit tricky to install by yourself. When installing the Villa board or whatever non-combustible wall sheeting product you're using, don't forget to apply dobs of glue behind the board for a more secure fixing, and then finish off with a couple of coats of paint once the joints have been set and sanded. So that's it folks, that wall is now done and dusted. Now even despite my dodgy wall setting skills, I reckon it didn't turn out too bad. Now against this wall are going to be two Franklin batteries. Now the Franklin battery has this awesome looking neon blue light that runs down the edge of the battery itself, and that is going to look fantastic up against this pristine white wall that you see here. Seriously, I cannot wait to see these guys installed, so without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Now just very quickly, before we get to the good stuff, the install, I just want to let you guys know about the very special DIY for Knuckleheads Resinc Solar exclusive offer just for you guys. If you're sick and tired of expensive power bills and those pesky unexpected blackouts and are seriously considering a solar system for yourself, do yourself a favour, follow my link down below in the description box to a no obligation inquiry page where Resinc Solar will get back to you with a free custom energy savings assessment proposal for your place or business. This is a personalised one-on-one design session, and it includes the very generous federal government battery rebate scheme, so get that one while it's hot because we just don't know how long that one's going to last. Plus there'll be some other exclusive offers just by following my link down below. Alrighty, let's get that solar installed. Here the boys are. G'day mate. How are you? Great to see you.
Too.
On time. Beautiful. Chris.
Hey.
How you doing, mate? Hey, look out! There's trouble. Hey, Byron, how are you, mate?
Good to meet you.
Good to see you.
Yeah, Byron brought some help as well.
Yeah.
Jade.
Hey, Jade. Nice to meet you. How you going? That's good. Give me a hammer. Give me a hammer. I need a hammer.
Welcome to the team.
Chris. He's a born showman. Resinc was showing up to do an amazing installation. I was that excited about today, I don't think I even slept last night.
There's DIY and then there's DFY, and we'll do it for you.
Seriously, do you need a hand? I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Got it under control.
We're going to have enough juice to power the whole street. Stunning.
And that, folks, is just a tiny snippet of what happened at our place. Seriously, it was a crazy day. And the guys from Resinc, they filmed the whole process from go to woe with some really fun content. And we're going to be co-releasing that separately, so make sure you stay tuned for that one. Now the installation team, what can I say? They were so professional. Professional? I can't say that word. And I can't wait to show you exactly what they installed. And then, the big one. We'll go over a recent electricity bill and just see whether we did or didn't save any money on our electricity costs. And if we did, how much? But you'll just have to wait a little bit later on in the video to see those figures. Alrighty, let's do it. On the roof, thanks to Resinc Solar, we now have 13.2 kilowatts worth of solar, and in the garage, we have 27.2 kilowatts worth of battery power. I love my Franklins. What? No. No, you hang up. You hang up first. Crazy. Is that weird? Now around the side of the house, next to the power box, we have the nuts and bolts of the solar system. The solar, up on the roof, feeds into the SunGrow 10 kilowatt inverter, which converts the DC power produced by the solar panels into an AC current, which can then be used to power the house. And over here, just above the power box, we have the Franklin A-gate unit, which is kind of the brains of the whole system that coordinates the power flow between the grid, solar panels and the batteries. Now I have to say that I'm a bit of a stickler when it comes to how a job looks after it's been completed. And I have to say, the boys have outdone themselves. The two units in relation to the power box, very thoughtful, and as far as neatness goes, well, that gets the big Uncle Knacker's tick of approval. Good stuff. And while I'm here, I just want to talk to you about battery placement. Now, logically, this is the perfect spot as all the services are here. And by pure chance, just down there, I have some pavers that have already been concreted in. So that would have been the perfect spot to place those batteries on. But the guys from Resinc were concerned that this side of the house that cops the brunt of the westerly sun, which here in Australia can be quite brutal. So they decided to relocate those batteries from the perfect spot to the garage, which for them meant a lot more work and also more money, as they had to run those cables up through the roof and all the way over to the other side of the house to the garage. Now they could have easily have just plonked those batteries down on top of those pavers. I would have been none the wiser, done and dusted. But they didn't, because they care about the customer, and I think that says it all. Now, just in case you're wondering how these Franklin batteries perform, overnight with the air conditioners going, fridges, dishwasher, hot water, lights, etc., the battery gets down to about here, which is the 30 or 40% mark. And then by about 10 to 11 o'clock in the morning, on a bright sunny day like today, we're back up to full charge, which I think is pretty impressive. Now, one of the things that I love about the whole system that we have is that it comes with the Franklin app. Now, this app tells you everything that is happening within the whole solar battery system. I've got to say, it is very addictive. Now, if we can just take a quick snapshot of what's happening here right now, you can see electricity being generated by the solar panels, being fed back to the grid, and then also being consumed by the house. Now, currently we're consuming 3.3 kilowatts because we have the air conditioners going. We're producing 5.5 kilowatts and we're exporting back to the grid 2.2 kilowatts. And if we just scroll down a touch, you will see that the battery is 99% full. We've used today 19.8 kilowatts, but we've produced 68.3 kilowatts, which is 3 times the amount of what we've used, which is quite amazing. And then, just say for instance, the power goes out right now. Using the current rate of electricity that we're using right now, we'll have 25 hours and 40 minutes of battery backup. Now, trust me, there's a lot more to that app than I just showed you then. But what I loved about the whole Resinc experience, coming from a novice who knew nothing before this, is that after everybody went home, we've had time to settle a bit, we've been through the app a little bit, we then get a call from customer care. Now, we had a bit of solar and battery anxiety prior to that because we just didn't quite know what we were doing, but they asked us, are we happy? And then they went through the app, which is quite extensive, and then they showed us how we can use the solar and the batteries in conjunction to get the maximum amount of savings for us, which quite frankly is an amazing service. Okay folks, it's time. Was this whole experience worth it? And did we save any cash on our monthly bills? Let's find out. So let's have a look and just bear in mind that we're comparing apples to apples. So the monthly bill that we are comparing will be the month of Feb 2025 and the month of Feb 2026, which has just finished. Today is the 6th of March, so this is our very latest bill. Now, just letting you know that it is peak summer over here in Australia at the moment, so it is hot. And we have 3 air conditioners that are going most of the time, right throughout the day and for part of the night. So we are consuming a lot of electricity. So for the month of Feb 2025, when we didn't have solar and when we were very conscious of whenever we used an electrical appliance, such as the air conditioners, dryers, hot water, dishwasher, etc., the bill for the month was $323.58. And for the same period this year, February 2026, after we had the solar and battery system installed and where we used electrical appliances any time of the day without any thought, the bill came to $38.35. Now that's a significant difference of $287.23, especially when you calculate that over a year, 2-year, 3-year, 5-year, 10-year plus period. Now obviously we did pay a little bit back to the power company, but if you check out the bill, you can see that we have a rather high monthly connection fee just to be connected to the grid of $64.15. Now look, that's mainly our fault for being slack and for not shopping around to get a better deal. Now once again, I claim to be a little slack, as Resinc actually provides this service to their customers where they'll compare power retailers and find the best deal for your particular requirements. And now that things have had time to settle and we've now become familiar with living with the new system, I'll be giving them a call to take them up on that service, because currently I think that connection fee is a little bit on the expensive side. And then throughout the month we used $13.65 from the grid, and we got back $39.45 from our excess solar being fed back into the grid. Now, if you deduct $39.45 from the $77.80, that's the final figure of $38.35 that we need to pay. Got it? Good. Now to get the bill down even further, we will be shopping around for another provider for a cheaper connection fee as well as a higher feed-in tariff, as 5 cents a kilowatt, which is what we are currently getting, is woeful to say the least. Back in the day, they were getting around 60 cents. Good old days. Plus, if we used our appliances a little smarter, we could also be feeding more solar back to the grid. Now look, the final word. If you are seriously considering going solar, or you just need a battery for your existing solar, and the figures work for you, do it. We could not be any happier, and the team from Resinc, in my opinion, are the go-to guys without hesitation. So do yourself a favour, check those guys out by following my link down below, and make sure you check out my video, which should be coming out soon, where Resinc, on my behalf, donates a full solar and battery system to a charity of my choosing. It's a real feel-good story, and I hope to see you there. Alrighty. After all that, I think I need a cup of tea. So till next time, be good, be safe, and I'm out of here. Cheers.